Welcome back. As always, we'll be showing you a side of policing rarely seen in the mainstream media. Some of the dangers law enforcement officers and first responders face on the job every day. And that includes police dogs. An armed carjacking suspect shot 2 canines in Florida as deputies closed in on him. It was all caught on body cameras. Now, we want to warn you, some viewers may find this video disturbing.
Pocket, buddy, pocket! No, here! Sorry, get him out there. Here! Come here! Come here, buddy! Come here, buddy! Come here! No, he's shot in the face! He shot the dog. Here. Come on, buddy. You're all right. That's a good buddy. That's all right. Hey, buddy. You're all right. Buddy, come here. Hey, come here, buddy. Come on, bud. Do you need help? No, I got it. Come on, buddy.
One hand working.
Good boy. Come on, buddy. That a dog. We'll give you guys.
See the blood on the deputy's hand there. The Sheriff's Department alerted the veterinarian as Deputy A.J. Davis took his canine axe for immediate treatment after the dog was shot in the face by the suspect. Now, while the deputy was getting that assistance, the other deputies at the scene continued the search. They found the suspect near an apartment complex, and that's when he opened fire again, shooting a second police dog. Deputies finally took the suspect into custody. He's facing charges including armed carjacking and use of a deadly weapon against a police canine. The deputies were not injured. Oh, I got to take a deep breath. Because joining me now are Deputies A.J. Davis and Brett WHITSON of the Volusia County Sheriff's Department. Gentlemen, thanks so much for being here. Really appreciate it. Deputy Davis, if you can, take me through this. The Sheriff's Department was looking for, an armed robbery suspect. Tell us how it unfolded.
Yeah, it came out as a carjacking. It was a Uber or Lyft driver. He took someone to a remote area, and when they got out there, he used a gun and stole the car. I got on scene on that first, actually, and then another deputy saw the vehicle and saw the male flee out of it on foot. I drove across town, got there as soon as I could. I got a good group of guys together, Deputy WHITSON and another canine handler that was with me. And we deployed the canine axe to apprehend him. It was pretty dark. And by the time he got in there, obviously you could see pretty close to the vehicles. He was on the suspect. He was apprehending him. And that's when I heard the first shot. And my biggest concern was getting him out of there. I had full confidence that these guys would keep me safe, and I just pulled with everything I had. And when I saw him come back, I could see the blood just pouring out of his face, and I knew I didn't need to render first aid. I just needed to get him somewhere as quick as possible.
Now, Deputy Davis, you and Axe were looking for the suspect when he shot Axe. Tell us what's going through your mind as you're rushing Axe to the vet.
A million different things. Trying to keep him awake, normally 10 out of 10 days, he's full of spunk and he's wanting to go. And every time I look back there, he was just laying down in a pool of blood. And I was trying to just, keep him up, just high praise that he did a good job. He was doing good. I turned the light on because at some points he wasn't moving, and I just wanted to make sure he was still alive. And it was the longest rides of my life to that vet hospital. And I didn't know if I'd get there, even if he'd be alive. And when I got there and he was, and I could finally give him to the professionals, it was a big sense of relief. But yeah, a lot of it was going through my mind about, is he going to make it?
Of course, absolutely. Deputy Whitson, talk to us about the search. What did you know at that time? Did you know about what had happened to Axe? And talk to us about that moment when you found him.
Yeah, so when Deputy Davis deployed Axe, I was just to the right of him. I was one of his backup units that went on the initial search. So this guy had already displayed, a want to kill us or to kill others. So it was very real in my mind that he had shot at us once and he's possibly going to shoot at us again. And after that initial shooting, we had a helicopter that kept him in constant observation throughout the next hour and a half. So as he would move, we would just tighten up the reins around him and ensuring that we held him in that perimeter that we had established.
Yeah. Deputies, if I could ask you guys to sit there for a minute, we can see what's going on. We asked you to kind of keep them a little bit to the side for now, because the question everyone wants to know is, how are those dogs doing? They are going to be with us. They're with you right now. I'll give everyone a clue. It's good news. There he is.
Yeah,
coming up.
Axe.
We'll come back. Love it. Hey, Axe. What's up, Axe? Oh, they're both in. We're coming right back. We're back. We're talking with the deputies from Florida who arrested a carjacking suspect earlier this month who shot their police dogs, 2 of them. It was all captured on body cam. Deputy A.J. Davis rushed Canine Axe to a vet for treatment. The suspect then shot Canine Endo just before deputies took him into custody. And we are happy to say that the dogs survived and are recovering from their injuries. And joining us again are deputies A.J. Davis and Brett Whitson. And now they are joined by their canines, Axe, the first dog that you saw there, and Endo, the second dog. Let's talk about Axe if we can. Love to be able to see him. He was shot in the face. So tell us how he's doing.
As you can see, he's doing good. He went on the other side. He's getting his spunk back. But yeah, it actually went through his face, and it traveled actually to his stomach, which he got very lucky that it didn't do any damage to his stomach or anything else. He actually swallowed the projectile, so it went into his face. I think the video you see where he does the hacking right before we get in the car is what I believe of him swallowing a hot bullet. And he had some damage to his throat, his esophagus, but no organs, nothing. I mean, we got extremely lucky. And they did surgery, they got it out, and he's been healing ever since, and he's doing really well. I mean, we're taking it slow, not to get him back too fast, but as you can see, he's still got some spunk to him. He's a pretty young dog, so he's got a lot of fight to him still left.
It's great. And tell us about Endo. Tell us a little bit more about what happened to Endo and how he's doing today.
Here I go. So Endo was shot in the jaw initially when he was making the apprehension, and he was also shot in his left paw. He still has a bandage on his left paw, but his recovery has been really quick as well. Any type of pad injury on a canine is tough because you can't just stay off of it. So, but I mean, given the circumstances, he's doing very well. He's an older dog. This is not his first run-in with a bullet. He was shot in 2015 as well. So he's some people say that he's not a canine and he's a feline because he's got 9 lives, but it's not well to protect me.
And Deputy Davis, I mean, as you're driving your dog to the vet, some people may not realize the bond that you develop as the handler for some of these dogs. This is like a partner, right?
And it's more than that. This is somebody who, if I was where he was at, I would have taken that bullet. I mean, this is somebody who we train, we live together, we do everything. If I get into this uniform, and leave without him, it's weird for both of us. You know, he doesn't like it and I don't like it. Having to drive, you know, my patrol vehicle with nothing in the back at some points is very eerie. He's more than a partner. He's a good friend, and you do have a very special bond with him.
And, you know, what's amazing to me is, you know, Endo, for example, had to be pulled off the suspect, right? Even after being shot. I mean, that's how sort of committed the dog was to the mission.
Yeah, so I didn't see the first gunshot. I didn't see when he was shot the first time. When I made it to the suspect, I could see Endo was on him and had made a capture. And then I saw when he got shot again, and he came off for just a brief moment that went back right through going to work and holding that guy for us.
Wow. Well, I can tell you one thing. I can assure you that the audience watching this is so relieved that they're both okay. And I guess I'll ask you both to give them each a hug for all of us watching from here, because I think we all feel invested now in what happened. Watching this, watching you guys, watching those hero dogs. So thank you guys for coming on, and please thank your pooches in whatever way you can. For all.
We will. And the outpouring of everybody has just been awesome. It really has been, and we appreciate everybody.
I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Good luck.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Great stuff. Wow.